Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Reverend Kathy. Welcome to Unity North Spiritual Center here in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. We are an inclusive community. We welcome and accept all people. So whoever you are, wherever you are on your spiritual path, you're welcome here at Unity. We're also part of a greater worldwide unity movement, the publishers of the Daily Word magazine, and we've been holding 135 years of prayer vigil through Silent Unity, the prayer ministry of the unity movement. So prayer is the heart and soul of unity. And let's see, I thought it was Rebecca. There she is. Rebecca is our prayer chaplain today, and she's with us from Southern California. So if you have a prayer need, you can contact her. Her phone number shows up. There she is. Hi, Rebecca. Her phone number shows up on the chat or announcements, and give her a call right after service for prayer support. Thank you. And I just want to say that I applaud all of you who are here today, all you brave, true Minnesotans, right? It's snowing pretty hard outside, and I think there's supposed to be 26-mile-an-hour winds on our way home. So most of our people are attending on Zoom today, probably. Anyway, I could say I was a really hardcore Minnesotan now, but I got a ride from somebody today. So not yet. Anyway, so I just wanted to say Happy New Year, everybody. All right. Today our production team is Nancy and Brandy. Let's give them a welcome. Our worship assistant and our healing facilitator is Wendy. Give her a hand. And we're so happy to have back with us 2 weeks in a row. Fantastic, Judy Menard. All right. And I invite you to speak our vision and mission statements with me.
We have opening song first.
Oh, we didn't have vision and mission up there? Maybe I forgot it. Okay, well, we'll do our opening song. I invite you all to stand.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit rule my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I am only here for God. No more sorrow, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I am only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit rule my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I am only here for God. No more sorrow, no more strife. At my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I am only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Thank you, Judy, for that lovely song. I just love her singing. She's so wonderful. Well, good morning to everyone. I'm Wendy Erickson. I'm your worship assistant today, and I'm going to let you know we're moving right into prayer requests. We've got a special day. As you can see, if you're here in the sanctuary, we've got this big bowl here. We'll be using it. Going to be full of light. So, why don't we take some moments here to find a comfortable spot. Wiggle around. Make sure your feet are on the floor so we're fully grounded. Let's take a couple of breaths so we can further center ourselves here before we move into prayer. So, as you breathe in, bring peace, bring love, and bring joy within. And as you exhale, you will release stress, let go of worry, and release fear on all those exhales. Instead of saying our requests aloud, we invite you to speak a name or prayer request silently in the sanctuary or aloud in the privacy of your home. Let us hold these requests in silence. We give thanks in advance for answered prayers, and we say thank you, God. And so it is. Amen. And we have received a prayer or miracle of gratitude requests, and Reverend Kathy will share them with us.
Prayer is for Candy and her son Will for healing and wholeness.
And we hold that prayer and we release it to its highest good. Please remain centered as I read our daily word. Today's daily word for Sunday, December 28th, 2025, our last Sunday of the year, is blessings. Blessings come into my life in the most unexpected ways. I am blessed to live each day in the presence of God. As I turn within and quiet my thoughts, I open to God within, grounded in this presence of wisdom, love, and peace. I feel connected with the divinity of all beings. In this awareness, I become newly aware of expressions of God everywhere. I feel blessed to behold nature's beauty, perhaps snow glistening in moonlight, or the sun warming the earth, and birds soaring across the horizon. I find joy in smiling faces. I hear the laughter of friends sharing simple pleasures. I enjoy the beauty of holiday decorations hung with care and appreciate the sacredness they represent. Acts of selfless service show me God's love in action. I am grateful for these blessings and for my infinite, unfolding good. From Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 7. Blessed are those who trust in the Lord, whose trust is the Lord. Today's daily word for Sunday, December 28th is blessings. Blessings come into my life in the most unexpected ways. Lesson.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings, learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. Can't you see we're waiting for this moment to rise? You and I are waiting for this moment to arise.
Thank you, Judy. Beautiful song, always. So we're doing our service in a little different order today, and I'll do my lesson now, and then the meditation will be, the burning bowl will be the more meditative part of the service, and we'll follow that burning bowl with letters to God. So William Vaughan said, an optimist stays up till midnight to see the new year in, and a pessimist stays up to make sure the old year leaves. Which are you this year? I must admit I'm both, since I'm ready to let go of 2025 and very much looking forward to a new year. At the same time, I suspect many of us are feeling some trepidation, since 2025 was a challenge, and some may be worried about 2026. Someone said, I'm not buying a 2026 calendar until I see the trailer. Well, that's something we can release in the Burning Bowl ceremony today. Any fears we have about the upcoming year, specific fears about our own life, and more universal fears for the country and the world. You will have an opportunity to write down what you wish to let go of. And in the last part of the ceremony, where we write letters to God, not only can we give thanks for whatever we hope for personally, but also we can give thanks in advance collectively for a wondrous and more positive year. We can give thanks that the forces of chaos are subdued and that peace prevails. We give thanks for our freedom and for the rights of all, and for various groups and people to be treated with acceptance and loving kindness. And we can also give thanks in advance for the ending of wars and victories for those that will help the greater good of all. So our ceremony today is a powerful one for letting go and affirming the new, for release and for affirmation and renewal. Unity teaches that the force moving the stars also moves the human heart. The force moving the stars also moves the human heart. My lesson title today is Get Ready. And it was inspired by New Thought singer-songwriter Daniel Nahmad's song, Get Ready. And he has in parentheses after those words, my soul. Get ready, my soul. And I love that because he doesn't just say, get ready, my soul, but he emphasizes my soul. And the soul is our individual consciousness. We're not just getting ready for a loss of weight or a new car or for a change of calendar at the new year. We're getting ready for a cosmic alignment of our inner divinity, a cosmic alignment of our inner divinity. Just as the universe is constantly expanding, our soul is designed for an exponential leveling up. Unlike worldly success, which often focuses on material gain, a soul level up focuses on inner transformation, heightened consciousness, and a deeper connection to one's purpose. Material gain is fine too, but the soul leveling up comes first, especially as it helps us to center and sustain us amidst local, national, and global events in this coming new year. We can all use some of that centering piece, right? Yeah, well, I'll talk more about some key meanings of the soul leveling up in a little bit, after first discussing more about the soul releasing what needs to be released from this past year. There's a classic Peanuts comic strip where Lucy is grumbling to Charlie Brown about her new year. She complains about every little difficulty, and she finally yells, "I don't think this is a new year at all. I think we've been stuck with a used year." Rather than feeling like Lucy as we enter into 2026, let us remember daily spiritual practice to help us release and let go of the past that's already used, and then level up with clearer vision. So getting ready is not a one-time event. It is not like a 5-year-old boy who was found slathering an entire stick of deodorant under his arms and on his neck. When his mom asked him what he was doing, he said, "I'm trying to put on enough to last me all week so I don't have to do it every day." Getting ready is remembering a day at a time. Getting ready is releasing that which needs to be released, along with a daily practice of centering ourselves in divine love and silence. We can get ready by using affirmations and release statements to clear away limiting beliefs. For example, this problem is powerless over me. I release it, let it go, and replacing those beliefs with bold claims of truth, like divine love is the origin of my creation. And of course, there's always the burning bowl ceremony, which we will experience today, becomes even more powerful because there's a committed group vested in it and believing in it and empowering all of us to release and let go. From a biblical perspective, we can say we are moving from a wilderness to a promised land consciousness as we go through the burning bowl ritual, followed by letters to God for the coming year. So the story of Joshua leading the Israelites across the Jordan River in Joshua 3 provides a powerful metaphysical framework for the journey from wilderness to promised land. After Moses led the Hebrew people from captivity, they spent 40 years of wandering in the wilderness, searching for the promised land. And near the end of that time, Moses dies at the border, and Joshua becomes their leader. And the Israelites face their final barrier, the Jordan River. It is at the flood stage, humanly impossible to cross. And Joshua commands the people to consecrate yourselves, for tomorrow the Lord will do amazing things. As the priests carry the ark into the water, the river parts and they cross on dry ground. So in metaphysical Bible teachings, all people, places, and events in a story represent states of consciousness within the individual. And 40 years means, metaphysically, as long as it takes. As long as it takes for us. Moses symbolizes the law, and it is noteworthy he never sees the promised land, but he dies at the border. And that is to say that the law cannot take us into the promised land, but we go beyond to grace and truth and the power of the Christ, which can. So Joshua, whose name Jeshua, is an Old Testament version of Jesus, or we can say the Christ. He represents the I am mastery within us. While Moses represents the law, the shoulds, Joshua represents the soul, or the spiritual leader who actually enters the promised land or higher consciousness, the soul that is leveled up, awake, and evolved, has the power to take us there. The Jordan River symbolizes this stream of mortal thought, the habitual, inherited, and often muddy patterns of the greater collective consciousness. And crossing it represents a transition from a life of wandering or reactive living to one of stability, conscious creation. And then the flood stage, this represents the overwhelming nature of our challenges. To get ready, we must step into the water before it parts, demonstrating faith that our spiritual identity, the ark, precedes physical results. So we must take action first, and then it will be done. So the promised land is not a physical place, but a consciousness of abundance and oneness with God. And consecration is to get ready. You know, many unity churches like ours use the burning bowl ceremony to release old thoughts, fears, resentment, lack, and limitation. Some actually do it on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. Most do it on the Sundays prior. So we're joining really with the whole movement. Many of those other churches kind of worldwide in unity together to release and let go. So releasing and letting go involves a deeper trust in a higher power and surrendering personal plans to a divine calling. In our unity community, we often talk about changing your thinking to change your life. Well, there's a story about a woman named Elaine who spent 30 years at her job. And as a retirement approached, she was filled with trepidation about losing her steady paycheck. She could not relax or see any beauty in the end. And then she had an epiphany. She realized she was looking at her last day as the horizon, the place where everything stops. And she shifted her vantage point to look beyond the change. Suddenly that horizon no longer looked like an ending. It looked like the start of more time with her granddaughter, more time for her art, and a new story the universe was waiting to write for her. So what horizons are you staring at today? Is it a fear of the unknown in 26? If we want to get ready, we need to stop looking at the end of 25 and dreading 26 and start looking at the limitless beyond as amazing new possibilities. A woman named Meg tells of her 5-year-old daughter, Lisa, who really did have an impossible dream. She greeted her mother with the news that when she grew up, she wanted to be a nurse. And Meg told her daughter, "That's wonderful. And you can also be anything you want to be. You can be a nurse, you can be a lawyer, a surgeon, a banker, you can be president of the United States. You can be anything." And Lisa looked a little dubious. "Anything? Anything at all?" She asked, and she thought about it, and then her face lit up with some ambition, and she said, "All right, I will be a horse." Well, I'm not certain if we've ever witnessed that level of faith. If we want to be a horse, and this next year may not happen, but it is going to be the year of the horse, actually. It's not the same, but maybe it'll help to compensate. Again, let us look at the amazing possibilities in 2026. And it just might help to think of Chinese astrology a little bit. Last year was the year of the snake. And here's some words describing it. transformation, shedding, endings, healing grief, purification, unveiling secrets. And 2026 is the year of the horse. And here are some words for it: movement, new beginnings, freedom, passion, inspiration, and exploration. So let us release the grief and all the rest from the year of the snake and continue to focus on the positive possibilities of 26, the year of the horse. Again, movement, new beginnings, freedom, passion, inspiration, and exploration. Feels more optimistic, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I'll take it. Manifestation is not a to-do list like New Year's resolutions. You know, most of us treat manifestation like a grocery list. We say to the universe, I'll have a soulmate, a side of financial abundance, and hold the drama, please. But real spiritual preparation is about being, not just doing. And there's a Calvin and Hobbes comic strip where Calvin stands outside in the dark. He looks at the vast night sky and he screams, "I'm significant." And in the final panel, he whispers to himself, "I'm significant," screamed the dust speck. In the eyes of the ego, we are dust specks. But in unity, we know that as a dust speck, we are actually a necessary part of the interconnectedness of all life. We are love made visible. And getting ready means shifting from dust speck consciousness to the divine spark consciousness. And that takes us back to Daniel Nahmad's song and our letters to God. So his song says, "Get ready, my soul, I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, the sweetest kind of life." You know, the deepest kind of love and the sweetest kind of life can be implied in what we might say in our letters to God. After we have cast all that we want to release into the burning bowl, what can we invite in that will create the deepest love and the sweetest life? I said earlier in the talk, just as the universe is constantly expanding, our soul is designed for an exponential leveling up. And I mentioned I would say more about key meanings of the soul leveling up. Here are a few. One is spiritual maturity. It's moving beyond basic beliefs into a deeper understanding of universal truths and wisdom. Another meaning of the soul leveling up has to do with rising consciousness, awakening from an autopilot existence to a state of intense self-awareness and clarity. Another is healing and integration, breaking old unhealthy patterns such as the need for external validation or self-limiting beliefs to step into an authentic version of yourself. And then vibrational shift, often described in spiritual communities as an energetic upgrade where one's frequency rises, leading to heightened intuition and a sensitivity to energies. I know that's a lot to take in and even remember. You may want to check out the handout that was in the Sunday letter, giving these again. Or as you leave the sanctuary today, you'll be handed one if you want to take it with you. So you can take time to reflect on it. This is all exciting, really, to anticipate for our souls evolving or leveling up. And there's some signs and characteristics of that. First is emotional resilience, like managing emotions with grace and shifting from reacting emotionally to responding with authority and peace. You know, we may not see that same emotional resilience in others around us sometimes, but we can always learn from others, either what to do or what not to do. Another sign of leveling up is shifting relationships, where we outgrow toxic or older communities. When I say older, I mean old for us communities that, yeah, don't take that the wrong way, but toxic, or we could say fake communities or groups, then naturally gravitating toward more compassionate, high vibrational connections. And another sign of leveling up is physical and emotional purging, where a leveling up is often preceded by discomfort, such as anxiety, fatigue, or feeling everything's falling apart, as the soul clears out old weight to make space for expansion. And then there's a shift to service, where we move from a self-centered focus to a heart-led desire to be of service to others. And finally, faith and surrender. It involves a deeper trust in a higher power and surrendering our personal plans for a more divine calling. So this is all to help us move past and beyond the typical New Year's resolution list, so we can come from our souls, our hearts today. Remember, the force moving the stars also moves the human heart. And the cosmic implication means we are stardust in motion. We are a sparkling gift from the cosmos. This is not just poetic, it is scientific and spiritual reality. The same intelligence that keeps galaxies spinning is the same life force stirring and moving within each of us right now. So embrace this cosmic view, and you will know this force is alive in all things. So we're getting ready for a cosmic alignment of our inner divinity. And in our ceremonies today and in the coming year, let us get ready and dive in. And after the release, let us focus on the deepest kind of love and the sweetest kind of life, and see what Spirit brings to us. And remember, we are blessed. And so it is. Thank you.
It's not that song yet, but it's the same author. Bring it on, everything new, everything different, everything true. Well, I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through grieving, I'm through dreaming that the life I had is ever coming back. No more wishing on someone else's star that'll never be mine. I think it's time to bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. You know I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I've survived many times before, broken hearts and slamming doors. But I'll be all right, yes I will once more. Just as I did back then, I'm gonna rise again. So bring it on, everything, everything new, everything different and everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, It's gonna be everything, everything, everything new. Mm. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Judy. I love Daniel Namath's music. Well, I want to talk about the burning bowl experience. First, let me just ask, is there anybody who did not receive these 4 things, the papers for the burning bowl, a pen if you need it, stationery, and an envelope? Is there anybody who did not? Actually, I didn't, so maybe at some point you could bring that to me. Thank you. Anyone else? All right, so I'm going to talk about the burning bowl experience for a few minutes before I lead you into meditation. And you'll want to wait to write anything on your papers till I guide you through that part. And since the ceremony is hybrid today, I will explain both virtual and in person. So for all of you on Zoom, you will want to have the items nearby from your holiday packet if you received one. They'll be the same for those of you here and in person. You should have as I just mentioned, the small papers for the burning bowl, a pen to write with, piece of stationery for your letter to God, and an envelope to put it in. And when it's time, you can actually write on your small papers on both sides if you'd like to, using one or more if needed. And it doesn't matter how legible, since you will be burning them. And for those of you on Zoom, you'll need a way to burn your paper, so you can have a candle lit sitting on a plate, and then the ashes of your paper can fall onto the plate, or use a metal bowl or pan or your fireplace. Or if you want to just imagine fire, you can tear up the paper when it's time and either burn it later or put it in a small bag and take it out in the trash and imagine its incineration. For those of you here in person, once you're done writing on the paper, I'll invite you to walk down the center aisle and move slightly to each side, one side or the other of the bowl, because there's a camera on the ceiling at the back, and that way our virtual people can see what's going on better when you're throwing your paper in the flame. And I can't emphasize this enough. Please just toss your paper into the bowl. Don't try to hold it to the flame. Every year I say that, and every year people still do it. But we don't want anyone to get burned. And if it seems like your paper's not burning, the tendency is to want to grab it and put it back in. Don't do that, because before we leave, before it's done, it will catch fire. So once you've cast your paper into the bowl here in person, you can return down the side aisles to your seats. And once everyone has burned their papers, Judy will lead us in a song, and then we'll take a meditative moment to all briefly write the letter to God. And I'll tell you about the letters to God when we get to that part, but just for now, have everything nearby. And don't start your writing yet. So our ceremony today is twofold. It includes the burning bowl, followed by the writing letters to God. And I'm going to lead you through the burning bowl part in a meditation and suggest you don't jump ahead but follow along. So the burning bowl ceremony is an incredible ritual of release where we let go of old patterns, old attitudes that no longer serve us, by saying goodbye to the year 2025 and embracing and welcoming 26. So I'll guide you through this, and then you'll put your paper in the flame. And so I invite you now to close your eyes if you haven't already, and take a deep breath, saying to yourself, I am completely and totally relaxed. And just feel that wave of relaxation move from the top of your head all the way down your body to your feet. The burning bowl ceremony is a great tool for cleansing the subconscious mind of resentments, negative or false thoughts or beliefs, feelings, any unforgiveness, any attitudes and concepts we want to let go of. This process is a symbolic act to help Impress the subconscious mind with the seriousness of our conscious mind. We're telling the subconscious what we are burning is no longer to be used. The memory of what we are burning is to be deactivated as a hidden motive for action, and its emotional energy is to be used in a new, positive, and creative way. By adding faith to our complete surrender, we help this to happen. The past has served us well. It has brought us to this point, and we can be thankful for that. But by hanging on to the past, we cannot receive the gift the present holds for us. And we are so blessed with God's grace, God's love in action in our lives. And the new year comes reminding us that at any moment we can begin anew. So allow your breath to slow down as you become peaceful and filled with the healing presence of God. And I will continue this in the first person, so let my words become yours. Feel them enter your heart and have meaning for you. I relax my body and clear my mind and prepare to receive the Holy Spirit. I prepare to receive images and impressions of those things which are no longer serving my spiritual evolution. Holy Spirit, I invite your sacred presence into my awareness. Show me what needs to be forgiven. Bring to the surface my beliefs and attitudes that no longer serve me. Help me to clear out and forgive the past, that I may be filled with the vitality of life. The past has no power over me. I forgive and release it and allow the healing power of love into my life. God is my wholeness. I allow Spirit to move through any area of my life where the flow of love has been blocked, where I may have sabotaged my good. I release it and let it go. And I release and forgive all the people and situations of my past that have caused me to hold on to any anger or resentment. I release any thoughts, hurts, or experiences that no longer serve me. I release the things that bring hurt to my heart, feelings of shame or guilt or unhealthy habits or beliefs that are not useful to me now. I assure myself the load will be lighter when people and old hurts are forgiven, when habits are let go, when attitudes and beliefs are transformed, when fears are brought into the light. And now I take a moment and call forth compassion for myself. I release and let go of any guilt or resentment, regret, fear, negative feelings or beliefs about myself, any feelings of lack or limitation. I am a child of God, therefore made in God's image and likeness, and God loves me just as I am right now. And now, remaining in a quiet meditative state, I invite you to open your eyes and write that which you would release in the silence. You can write on both sides of your paper or use more than one. And this is also a time when our candle lighters can come forth and light the burning bowl candles for us. So just take time. and the silence now. And in a moment, we'll burn our papers. And this is a time to remain silent. Those of you on Zoom too, you can put your paper into the flame as those of us in person put ours into the bowl. Do not hold on to it, but let it go. And as you release the paper, release from your mind everything you have written on that paper, knowing that the living spirit of truth is healing and transforming everything right now. As you do it, you can just silently say something like, I release, I let go, I am free. And feel free when you're ready just to walk down the center aisle and just be mindful we don't need to create a whole line down the middle, but just get up when you feel ready and come up to either side and cast your paper into the flames and then walk back down the side aisles. It's all right. It will be fine. there anyone who missed a chance? Okay. So let us know and silently affirm, I am not bound to the past. I am made new through the power of the Christ in me. I release the old and ask that any obstacles within me now be taken away. I behold the new. I see myself in a new light. I see my strengths and count my blessings. I am now open to the good that lies before me. Now we'll together sing, I am free, I am unlimited.
I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I'm free, I am unlimited. Right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited. Right now, right now. We are free, we are unlimited. There are no chains that bind us. We are free, we are unlimited. Right now, right now. We are free, we are unlimited. There are no chains that bind us. We are free, we are unlimited. Right now, right now.
Well, in a moment, we will write our letters to God, setting our intentions for 26. And I suggest when you're writing your letter, do it as though you are giving thanks in advance for your blessings in 2026. So you might say, Dear God, or Loving Spirit, or whatever name you prefer. I give thanks for, or I give thanks that. And those who are in person, just take a moment. I invite you to write your own address on the envelope. And we will collect them at the end so we can mail them to you in the early fall. It's always fun to receive it and see what you wrote. If you were on Zoom when you were done, you can put your letter in the envelope with letter to God and the date on it. Later, put it in a special place and pull it out and read it in September. Or you can also put your own address on it and mail it to yourself later. So whatever you want to do. So I invite you now, after you address it, just hold on to it. And then take the paper that you have, the stationery, and begin to write your letter to God, giving thanks in advance to God for that which you desire in 2026. There's great power in gratitude, so feel the gratitude as though you have already received your good. And please write silently with just the background music. I invite you to put the letter in your envelope. For those of you in the sanctuary, you can pass it to the middle, and the ushers will collect it. And when you do collect them, ushers, you can hand them to Brandy. And if you're not quite done, that's okay, you can keep writing. And you can take them to the back and give them to Brandy. And just kind of keep coming up and down for a little bit. And let us together know that today is a gateway. The gateway to our future, fresh and open, full of promise and opportunity. Behind us is everything that has happened to us in life, which has brought us to this moment at the beginning of a new year. We step through the gateway and greet the new year 2026 with open arms and a clear heart. We go forward in a spirit of gratitude and positive anticipation. Okay, and if there are any left, you can still move them, put them in the center. To Brandy in the back when you leave. And Judy will now sing a special song for us.
Get ready, my soul. I'm driving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Everything I've ever done, everything I've ever seen, everything I've lost or won, everything I've ever dreamed has brought me here to the present moment, here to a new beginning, here, and I'm seeing life so clearly now. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, deepest kind of life. Oh, get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul.
Stuff I need got hidden. There we go. All right. That was an amazing song. Thank you so much, Judy, for sharing your talent, your voice, your love, and your energy through your music. It's just amazing. This is the time in our service when we bless our offerings. We invite you to go to our website, unitynorthmn.org. Takes a while to get to this one here because I didn't think it was. Okay. And find that donation button on the home page and you can give your offering there. For those of you in our building, leave your offering in the basket by the door if you so choose. As you leave the sanctuary, we've got this container back there. If you prefer to mail a check, you can send it to our address and you will find that on our website. And right now, let us speak our offering blessing together. So join me, please. Divine love flowing through me now blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am grateful.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
And now it is time for our community news, also known as our announcements. So as a reminder, Rebecca Thompson is our prayer chaplain. She's in Redondo Beach, California, probably having a little bit better weather than we are. I think it stopped snowing. No? Oh, okay. It's just smaller? Okay. Probably means it's wet stuff too. So, all right. Well, she's at 404 400 9011. That's her number. Please give her a call. Your healing facilitator will be me. And so I'll be right there, back over there by the Bubbling Buddha. Please sign up. And we'll get you a healing session here. Today after service, we've got our potato bar. We ask for a love offering, but it's going to be good. Grounding. After all this work we did today, it's a very good grounding food. Food that grows in the ground is grounding. Logical. So, we were going to have a drumming with Carl Schlotterbeck, but he did notify us last night that he has requested to be moved to January 4th. So that is our latest information. So the drumming session will be January 4th, which is next week. Yeah, next Sunday. Our Whitestone service will be Sunday the 4th as well. And that will have clear vision as our lesson, and Claire Vanderkrummet will provide music. 12-hour service is Friday, January 9th. It's at 7 p.m. This is a Zoom. And is it dual? So it'll be here and it'll be on Zoom. No, it's just Zoom. It's just Zoom. Okay, stay home.
Sorry.
Do it there.
I meant for both of us, Rhonda and me.
Yep. Yeah, you and Rhonda will be doing that. So thank you. And we have a membership class starting January 18th at 12:15 p.m. It's in person at Unity North, approximately 2 hours. And Reverend Kathy and Rhonda will also lead that. We do have a sign-up sheet for that. Okay, we will. Thank you. We'll have a sign-up sheet for that. If you have any questions, just let Reverend Kathy know. And we're also doing a book study class on Monday nights. Rhonda is leading this one, Zoom only. It's Discover Your Divinity. It'll be great. It's by Martella Whitsett and Morency. A deep explanation of affirmative prayer. Right up my alley. As a prayer chaplain, this is right up my alley. Deepen your prayer life and learn the best ways to pray affirmatively without sabotaging yourself. You can register online. If you need to purchase the book, we've also got the information on how to do that. And then January 25th. Drum roll, chili cook-off. It's time. That'll be after service. So bring your best chili recipe and join us for our second annual chili cook-off. We'll be raising money for our youth. More details will come. And that's about all we have right now. Let me get back to my schedule. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, okay. There it is. There it is. Prayer for protection.
Thank you, Wendy. All right, so let's say thank you to our production team today, Brandy and Nancy. Thank you to Wendy. And once again, your beautiful music. Judy, thank you. All right, so I invite you to stand for our prayer for protection and our peace song. Together. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as our creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joy.